Hello survivors, welcome back to another video. How are you today? Guys, let me know in the comments. Today we are going to talk about research and what to prioritize. And I want to make a disclaimer for sure is that of course I'm not saying that this is the best way because there are multiple ways that you can do this, but I'm going to share with you what I consider to be the more efficient way, especially since the beginning to the latest stages of your state of survival career as a player. So we are going to talk about that, and we also have today the disgrace card. This can be, that state of survival goes to streams all the time, so you can either get lucky here or you can get like super unlucky. So this might well be the disgrace card or really a lucky card. So we are gonna see later. Now, guys, research is simple. First of all, first stages of your state of survival career, I recommend you to prioritize development. So, because especially when the state is new, people are attacking each other a lot, you are getting a lot of wounded troops and stuff, and you need to train those troops fast because you want to get stronger, Aside from stats, having a lot of troops is super important. So you wanna not only that but also grow faster. So when you prioritize development, of course the first research they are like super quick, so you can prioritize development and battle simultaneously, but make sure to prioritize like increases your this one like tool improvement, training yards or training routines, which increases the speed of your training troops, more bet in the hospital and battle dressing. And of course, you also want to prioritize the increases in speed of research lab. Not only that, but because you need to put more marches available, you also need to prioritize this. And you don't need to spend a lot of times like upgrading these ones because it doesn't take more like 4 days to upgrade. If you are in war mode, if you use like econ, it takes way less. So what I recommend you, the first stage of like, let's say a state of survival, prioritize development because you need to train those troops fast. You need a good hospital capacity. And let's be honest, if you want to save time playing the game, you need the leadership, which is going to get you more marches available. And then you are going to be able to get more points like doing the events like the traps, like the horde. You are going to be able to get more points doing the reservoir raid because you are attacking more or you are like reinforcing more buildings. So for growing, this is super important. And for example, during kill event, state versus state, then you are not losing as many troops because then you have a more like more beds in the hospital, more hospital capacity. So first stages, I recommend you to prioritize like development. Once you unlock your 5th march, for example, you get here, then of course I recommend you to prioritize vastly battle. Yeah, you from time to time can do like training routines or like increase the hospital bed, or for example the battle dressing, or even the increase the research speed. But once I got here to unlock my 5th march, I kind of started to prioritize mostly like battle. Now the other thing is, okay, yeah, you are gonna ask me about economic, guys. These researches, they don't take that much, so you can just do this with the speed ups and you are not going to spend like more than 2 days worth of speed up doing this because you can just complete this super quick. And there is nothing like super important here. This is just for gathering, for like giving resources to other players, so I wouldn't worry about this. I kind of have this completed almost because in the beginning I didn't know any better. I was just doing what the research was telling me to do here, But now that I know better, I'm giving you my opinion, First of all, you prioritize development because it's gonna help you to train more troops, to lose less troops, to get more points during the events. And of course, you are gonna grow faster, and it's gonna reduce the speed of construction. It's gonna reduce the speed for doing the research, and that's gonna help you. Once you get to that 5th march, doing simultaneously like development and battle, because I also want you to do battles. So because one more time, the first stages of the research, they don't take you that long, so you can maybe do 3 the development during the day and 1 battle, and then 3 and 1, 3 and 1, then 3 and 2, then 3 and 3, and then just prioritize like battle. Now here in the battle, the big question is, okay, should I leave this like for example task unfinished, for example 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3s? What do I prioritize here? There comes a point where you have to do all of them, because you need to complete all of them to keep advancing to next levels. Now, once you are like, for example, here close to the last levels, what I recommend you to do, guys, to prioritize troop attack, because you are gonna need that after the stats from gear, from hero. This is gonna make a big difference in your PvP, you know, player versus player experience. So I recommend you to prioritize troop attack. I recommend you to prioritize infantry attack, so these ones on the upper line, infantry defense as well, and after that I recommend you to prioritize like troop health and troop lethality. That's what I'm doing here. Of course, they all take a long time to complete, so I recommend you to, for example, here I started with like attacks, and then I completed like 8, and when the days are getting crazy, like 12 or something, I moved to the next one. For example, here, then the requirement was like 2 days, so I completed this one. And I do this when also the state buff for research are on, so I reduce the research time need for doing this. And then when this gets crazy, like 9 days, I jump into the next one. And when this gets crazy, like 9 days on something, I jump into the next one, and so on and so forth. So what I recommend you guys, that in any stage, of course, once you are like getting to the infantry or infantry defense attack, or like troop attack, etc., then I recommend you to prioritize that. But as you are advancing one more time, for example, to keep going further, you are gonna need to complete all. That's what you see here, that I have everything completed. But when we are talking about the blocks of research, for example, from here, infantry attack to like increase the lethality or troop health, I recommend you to prioritize troop attack, infantry, then for the defense, troop defense, and then troop health and troop lethality. So you start here when it gets crazy for the amount of days that they are asking you, then you move into the other one, and when they get crazy here, you move into the other one. Doesn't matter if they are not finished. So then when this gets crazy, you move into this one. And of course, sometimes if you are doing this and this and this, and they ask you to complete, for example, one of these, you are gonna have to complete it. So you complete it to move into the next one. So that's what I recommend you here, guys. Yeah, you might find some players that are gonna say, no, that's not the best way. Yeah, that might be an argument. You might find some players that are gonna say, well, march capacity is super important, you should do march capacity. Yeah, it is true. March capacity as well is important. I find that super important in the first stages, for example here. But once your march capacity is over like 150,000, I seriously recommend you to spend more upgrading your stats rather than your march, because the requirement for like march capacity starts at 7 days, and the requirement for like upgrading your stats starts at 2 days. So I think you are gonna get the most training your upgrading your stats, and then once you are full with this, of course you will have to do your march capacity. So yeah, that's my recommendation for like research, guys. And one more time, there are multiple ways of doing that based on preference, based on your availability for speed ups and stuff. So, but if you ask me what's best, beginning, I recommend you one more time development mostly. Of course, you can also do some like battle task research from time to time. Once you reach that 5th march and a good amount of like construction reduction and speed research like increases, then you move into battle. And then battle, you prioritize troop attack, Then once they ask you a lot of like hours or days to complete it, you move into infantry. Then you move into defense. Then you complete some hunters, defense and attack. I always like leave for the last part the riders like attack and defense. So yeah, infantry, troop health, troop defense, troop lethality, and then of course just hunter and then riders. First troop attack, infantry, then attack defense, troop health, troop lethality, or troop lethality, troop health, and then riders. Oh no, hunters and then riders, sorry. Yeah, well, that being said, we are gonna now do the lucky or the disgrace card. Let's see. I went for plasma cores this time because I have a good amount of biocaps to upgrade like Hank to the rank I want to. So now that I started my journey to Plasma 5 here, 2 more upgrades to Plasma 5, guys. I have the plasma cores for the next one, so I have to collect maybe 200 more plasma cores to have the plasma cores available for the other one. So that's what I'm doing this here, the plasma core. So we are gonna start here. 5 plasma cores. We have 5, 10, 85. So let's go here, here. Come on. 5, 2. Come on, plasma. Give me plasma. Guys, give me plasma. Yeah! Let's go! Okay, sorry. Okay. Cannot believe it! You are going! Well, now let's reset. And calm down. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack here. Ooh, why too? I cannot hold myself here. I want to scream all day. Okay, if I get another plasma here, I'm gonna lose it. If I get another 85 plasma cores here, guys, I'm seriously gonna lose it. Okay, let's go. Okay, please, for your own good, don't give me more plasma because this is gonna go down. Okay. Okay, the last one. I think this is gonna be the last one. Well, I asked for that. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I have the plasma for my next upgrade. So it was. I still have tomorrow. Wow, tomorrow is still the lucky card available. So tomorrow I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let you know if I get the plasma again, guys. Oh my god, happy day for me. Well, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna keep screaming, guys, here in my house. I'm gonna make a celebration party. So I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.